Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, we got Trip in his DNA test. We got Ben playing around with Bellman. We got Della Moya for Sierra. We got Gwen and her antics and Jake and his antics. Um we got the whole Brady family. Half of them still ain't found out about what happened to, little Miss. So let's go ahead and get the Bellman mess on out the way. Ben, you kind of screwed up this time. I mean, you literally screwed up this time. You assaulted an officer of the law. You was holding Bellman basically hostage. You got Eli on spaghetti legs trying to do his job, knowing he ain't going nowhere because as soon as he get up, he fall into the ground like jello. So, and first of all, Ben, we know you trying to get the truth. We understand that or whatever, but you're never going to find out the truth from him, especially not coming from his mouth telling you about Sierra, because this is all about your punishment for Wendy. At this instance, he don't really care whether Sierra alive, gone, or what have you. You're not going to know the truth. He is just not going to tell Hope the truth. Excuse me. The best way we might get the truth out of this man is somebody he don't know, um, somebody that don't know him. Maybe Sean can pry him open, but further than that, Sierra not dead. I'm not believing Sierra dead until I see her body and her dead and unconscious. We're not gonna believe that. We're not gonna go past that. And yeah, Ben, you screwed up this time for real, for real. Like, um, don't nobody blame you. I sure don't, because I want to know too. And he holding on to something, but he won't tell you. This whole plan was to make you suffer at any cause. You're suffering. He's winning. You're losing. So the fact that you took him from the park, the Salem, whatever that is, downtown, the town square, that little graveyard, whatever that is, to the airstrip way he was taking Sierra. Yeah, I got a feeling Sierra is somewhere being held hostage against her will. She's not shot, she's not dead, but you will never find out. The only way you might find out if Hope and whatever she doing. Now you might get answers there. Other than that, you ain't gonna get no answers. So Ben, if I was you at this point, I stop trying, because you're not gonna get what you want. His plan was to make you suffer. Basically, you're suffering, and he enjoying every last minute of it. And this goes to you too, Bellman. While you got what you want from being, I go easy on trying to make him think, trying to make him wonder, trying to keep him second guessing himself, trying to use your little hypnotize or whatever. What was it? Hypnotizing him, playing with his mind. I stopped doing all that and stopped playing with Ben. Cause remember, Ben was crazy before he was sane. So you got to think about that. Without Sierra, what did that boy got to live for? He ain't got no wife. He ain't got no children. He ain't got no family in Salem. Even though Sierra family says he family, how far is that gonna go? Basically, you leaving Ben with nothing to lose at this point. Ben not quite done with you yet, and I got a feeling you keep on playing with him, and I think you shook him enough at that air script. Yeah, Ben might be wanting your blood on his hands. So if I was you, I wouldn't play with nobody with nothing to lose at this point, because basically he wouldn't care if he go to prison, end up in the same predicament he was in when it came to Jordan death and Kristen basically letting Ben take the fall. I basically leave Ben alone if I was you and stop trying to play with him, because at this point, what do he got to what do he got to win? At this point, he is a man on a mission with nothing to lose, willing to sacrifice anything for a little piece of air, a little piece of Sierra, and a sign that she is still alive. Bellman, if I was you, I wouldn't play around with being too much. Basically, I know you doing this to make him suffer. But I wouldn't want to give him too much suffering if I was you. If you love your life and you know you want to do your time in prison, um, whatever next for you, I wouldn't play around with somebody with nothing to lose, because that's the worst thing you could do is play around with somebody that say, I ain't got nothing to live for. Basically, I don't care if I'm going to jail or not. Basically, I don't care if I end up dead. You don't play around with people like that. They're the worst kind you can ever play with, because they feeling in their eyes, they'll do whatever, they'll do anything and everything to get exactly what they want. So yeah, Bill, I mean, if I was you, I wouldn't play around with him too much. Now that this DNA test, Allie, John still going off. Do y'all believe that Trip is the father? Because we have been fooled how many times with DNA tests coming from University Hospital. I don't believe it for 1 second. I think this is all just a setup for Trip. I think he's not the father. Like I said, Trip might be a lot of things, but a rapist and run around here kidnapping people, I don't believe it for 1 second. Yes, he did once upon a time do some crazy stuff to Kayla, but as for taking some, I don't believe that for 1 second. Like I said, ain't nothing wrong with that man. I make him basically get any girl he want. Why would he wanna point out Allie and take her, or rape her in her most vulnerable moment when she's drunk, passed out, don't remember anything? Yeah, I think this is a whole setup. In University Hospital, you have saw us up how many times that somebody then stuck their hand into the DNA test and I want this to be the father, not you. I ain't believing it for 1 second. And while you might have got what you wanted with this whole DNA test, it's not over. Not for a long shot. I do not believe that test at all, because Tripp strike me as a man that, why would he got to go around here stealing something he can basically have? Look at Sierra and Claire's situation. Look at that. Had two of them running behind it. He was in California, then to the UK. Really? We just gonna believe that Trip around here raping women for free, for funsies, just cause he can't get none? We gonna believe that? I don't believe it for 1 second. Like I said, I don't believe it, and I'm not. Yeah, too many of this going around in the university hospital way. The results were to say one thing, and somebody then stuck their hands in it and had to say the other thing, and I don't believe it for 1 second. Allie, you might enjoy this little win. You got this little victory you got here. But like I said, it's a marathon, it's a sprint. I ain't gonna give you too much, but I do believe you was raped. But I don't believe it was from Trip. I ain't believing that for 1 second. Now we run about 2 or 3 DNA tests supervised. I might believe this. But the fact that Kayla handed out the results, we already know it's shady people all over Salem that's willing to mess up somebody's life, willing to, falsify some results and all. We didn't have too much playing around with DNA test results. You the father, you're not the father. We got people bringing people back from the dead. It's too much going on for me to believe that Chip actually raped that girl and not he the father. I don't believe it for a long shot. Like I said before, Trip's story is more believable than hers ever could. She could have must piece together the night and what happened. Better yet, the day she so-called the man was holding her down doing that to her. So, and you possibly do a sketch of the man that you think raped you. Like I said, maybe if Marlena hypnotized you, maybe I might believe you towards the Trip thing, but I ain't believing nothing you said when it comes to Trip, not even much a little bit. Kay, like I said, you got the award for shooting you know who, so I'ma let you slide. it's funny how news like this is slow is going by very slowly. Like we go on the family member, the family member, the family member, the family member, the family member. As small as Sailor Mills, shouldn't everybody know by now about this so-called Allie being raped by Trip? Not Roman, no. Sean still don't know. Who else? Sammy don't know. Like, how come little bit of the little bit by little bit, half of the family are finding out about this, and Kate leading the pack saying that Chip is guilty, right along with Allie, and she don't. Like I said, I don't believe it for 1 second. I'm not gonna believe it, and good luck trying to convince me otherwise, cause I ain't believing that. Um, Gwen, neon sign, put it on now. Because the more you talk, the more your body language tell that you got something going on. Don't let Jake be the one that exposed you for the fraud you are. I'm just gonna say that you really gonna hate him if he be the one that exposed this before you do this party. Because Kate suspicious of you, Chad suspicious of you, Abigail, she like the fact that you taking care of her kids and stuff. She ain't quite got a radar on that you're up to something. But Jay, Kay, and Chad, they already got a suspicion of you. Jake got the high suspicions of you. Chad got a little radar on you. Kay, she don't trust you, but you're cool now. But it's gonna be a matter of time before they catch you talking to yourself again. And it's only gonna be a matter of time before you get called. Like I said, you better hope and pray Dr. Roth don't be the one that exposed you. That's another one you should watch out for. Because like I said before, he's not gonna get off your back till you get him exactly what he want. Yes, he's mad at Abigail, and he think that Abigail the reason that turned Chad against Stefano, but he need to fact check that. And another thing, that man wouldn't do anything and everything to get out from behind those bars. So what makes him say that he's not, before you start the plan in action and before you do what you're gonna do, he don't come and try, trying to set you up again or trying to get you again. So I'm just wondering, Gwen, you're thinking you're gonna get away with this plan. I promise you, you're not gonna get everything you want out of this plan anymore, because sooner or later you're gonna get yourself in the trap that you won't be able to lie your way out. Well, try to lie your way out of, because you're not a good liar anyways. And just that little heated conversation with you on the phone, that's enough to make anybody radar go up, and you're gonna have plenty more of those moments. Like I said, you're sloppy, you're sloppy, you do too much. And yeah, you're gonna get exposed before I got a feeling you ain't gonna make it to this party, because you're gonna end up telling on yourself. Every few episodes I managed to see you tell on yourself, putting a radar on you, making people want to sneak up behind you and see what you got going on. What are you planning? What is this you're doing? Why are you so eager to help Abigail out and plan her party? Like sooner or later, the pieces gonna start forming and they're gonna really be on you. And this little plan you got sought up for Abigail, you ain't gonna make it past the door with it. So you keep right on telling on yourself. There was one more part I wanted to say. It was one more part. Oh, Eli had been guilt about that Kristen situation. Yeah, Eli, this just the beginning of spaghetti legs. This is just the beginning. That guilt is gonna eat you alive. Like I said, Kristen don't know that. Well, Lonnie don't know that you the main cause of her going to jail, with a prison. So once that come out, or that guilt eats you alive, you gonna have to tell. You already in total of peace on yourself in the hospital while you still trying to recover from being hit you across the head. So yeah, sooner or later you're gonna tell on yourself as always. But other than that, y'all, that's what all that happened. I think that happened. Yeah, that's all that happened and I want to talk about. So anyways though, y'all, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all think about these 2 episodes, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.